So then, as I said earlier in this show, and as you may have seen on Twitter, it's now time for an exclusive interview with Madonna's Cape from last year's Brits as they speak out for the first time since then. So then, I'm now joined by Madonna's Cape in the studio, who, for security reasons, to protect their identity, will be known as Madonna's Cape. So, if you're ready for this exclusive interview, let's get started and see what Madonna's Cape has to say. So, hello, Madonna's Cape. Could you just talk us through what happened at last year's Brits?
Well, as you know, everybody was watching the superstar that is Madonna. I'll remember the next moment for the rest of my life. Those 4 minutes. I wish I could have been miles away. That moment became an iconic moment in my life. A moment in my career that should have been a masterpiece.
Okay, and what happened after the show?
Well, we had a get-together. There was a bit of celebration. I should say I was a lucky star. And nothing really matters to me apart from my work in music. And I really cherish every moment of it. And it makes my mother and father proud. So I begged for one more chance. But she's not me. So she didn't understand what the work meant to me. I was hung up. I lost my best friend. And I had to take a bow on my career. It was then I learned the power of goodbye. And I had to accept I'm a sinner and was a bad girl.
So what's happened to you since that night?
To begin with, I was just burning up in the rain. My career was like a ghost town. I was right on the borderline, waiting for someone to rescue me, waiting for a ray of light. But soon I realized that the beat goes on. Since realizing that, I made a promise to try to myself. I've just been living for love. I've studied Joan of Arc, watched Die Another Day, tried some holy water, taken Spanish lessons, opened a candy store, and did some work in Body Shop. I love New York. I spent a bit of time there trying the American life. I'm very much falling free now, and much less of a material girl. My life is like a bedtime story.
And what are you hoping to do in the future, moving on from here?
Well, I'm actually hoping to do some work in The Incredibles too. But this used to be my playground. So just turn up the radio and watch this space, and you'll see.
Well, that all sounds very exciting. Good to see things are going well for you. And thank you for joining us here and sharing your side of the story. That was Madonna's Cape, everyone, in an exclusive interview speaking out for the first time since last year's Brits and that incident at the end of the show.